Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to my channel. My name is Luis Portelles, and today we're going to be talking about the National Costume Competition of Miss Earth 2022. I am really excited because, of course, I've been following very closely all of the girls and all of the activities that that Miss Earth has been presenting us so far this year. Actually, I didn't have the opportunity just yet to watch this video. So instead of doing that on my side and then coming back to YouTube and like presenting you guys my topics, I decided why not just go live and share the experience with all of you as I've been doing lately. And honestly, I have been really enjoying this format. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So I just want to say hi real quick to some of our friends here on the chat. I see Zar on the chat. Hello. Nina. Hello. Thank you for joining us. And Scott and Caroline, my friends. Thank you for coming back. I also see my friend Lionel, who was leaving a comment earlier. Hello, my friend. How are you doing? I'm super excited to get to talk to all of you and, of course, share this live reaction with you. If you see that today I'm a little bit weird, don't worry, I'm okay. I just got my vaccine for my third dose of what. I cannot say that on YouTube because the videos get demonetized. But yes, I'm going to travel soon. So I needed to get my vaccines up to date. And I just got it done today. So I'm feeling a little, you know. But anyways, putting that aside, I will say that I have only seen some of the photos of the contestants on social media, so this should be pretty much like a first time, first impression type of live reaction. So I'm excited for that. I see some people here. Okay, so Scott and Caroline is asking me what happened to Helene Budol costume. Okay, let's just talk about that real quick. So Helene had an incident at the airport where she couldn't send the entire box with her national costume, or for some reason it was damaged. And they had to send in like different pieces. So it seems like the costume is damaged, but they're trying to find a solution around it. So I'm guessing that they might come up with something. But we'll make a separate video for all of those things. I want to talk about Helene as well and her journey at Miss Planet International, I think is the name of the pageant. But for now, let's stick to Miss Earth. And to everyone else who is joining us, hey, Red Massicat, thank you for joining me, my friend. Love you and miss you. um, okay, so I'm just gonna, cut the talking and just get into it. So this is a live reaction to Miss Earth, the national costume competition. As usual, I'll give you my comments and feedback, and I invite you, all of you guys, to be part of the conversation as well in the chat. So go ahead and express yourself. I will bring this right now on the screen, and there we go. Please let me know if you have already watched the national costume competition. This is my first time, so first impressions. Miss Albania. Beautiful. I feel like this is not the first time that I have seen this type of national costume from Albania. Which is fine because at the end of the day, it's all about, showcasing the culture. So if this is a really important aspect of her culture and a very traditional garment, or as we say, like national costume, then I'll take it. All right. Now we're moving on to, who is this? Argentina. Okay. Compared to the previous contestant, I was just talking about Albania. This is the first time that I see this type of national costume for Argentina. Beautiful. Feathers. I see stones. Lots of creativity. I see someone here in the chat. So Tubi is asking, what can you say about the music? I love it. I really love the fact that Miss Earth has like a theme song, that they use for all of the presentations. It makes everything just that, very cohesive. Mm, I like it. Sheridan Mortlock. Okay, so this is a beautiful, beautiful national costume. I'm going to say, and forgive me if I sound ignorant, to me, it's giving me like very much like a dress vibes. Okay, so I feel like sometimes for some of these national costumes, it will be good if whether the organization or the contestant gave us some information about the meaning behind it, just so that we could completely get the message and appreciate it for what it is. Because right now, I can tell that this is a beautiful dress. She looks incredible in it, but I'm not necessarily getting the full reference of what is the message that she wants me to understand, to take away from this. Oh, Katharina, this is um Lower Austria. Okay. Hello, hello. We have Miss Jenny Ramp representing the Philippines in the live chat. Love you, Jenny. Thank you for joining us. Okay. So I feel like it's gonna be the same comment for Miss Austria. I feel like once again, when you look at her, she looks incredible. I'm still kind of like not getting the reference when it comes to the national costume. So perhaps if we would get maybe like a voiceover in some of the videos, that would be so appreciated. But in terms of the look, okay, we have Belarus. Hmm. Okay, I'm really, really pleased with Miss Belarus' national costume. See, when I was telling you, like sometimes, even if I don't get the message, let's say like I look at this national costume and my understanding or like my brain takes me somewhere else that is not precisely what the national costume is supposed to make me understand. At least with the creativity and the effort that they put into, the concept of it, I can see different elements that make me think of the Earth, and that's what I feel like it truly makes a difference when it comes to a Miss Earth national costume rather than a national costume for any other pageant, right? Oh, this is Belgium. Belgium was one of the girls that I saw some of her photos on social media before going live, and I was mind blown, mind blown by her national costume. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Looks very regal. Makes me think of roses, wildflowers. Okay, everyone. So I'm just gonna stop the video real quick because I just want to address, of course, our beautiful Jenny Ramp, who is here in the live chat. So everyone, please come on, give it up for Jenny. Send all of your love, all of your support to our Miss Philippines. Jenny, your photo is actually one of the photos that I saw on social media. So I did see your national costume, and I must say that you looked incredible, from the craftsmanship to the creativity to every single aspect of it. Of course, I am super, super proud of you, of your team, of your effort, and just how incredibly well you are doing. So I just want you to know that I'm sending you all of my love. And if you want to tell us a little bit about your national costume, please put it in the live chat and I will read it. I will share it with everyone else um, while we get to your segment on the video. Love you, Jenny. Thank you for joining us. Here we go. This is for Miss Belize. Miss Belize has a very, very difficult task, and that is to be the successor, to aim for a back to back crown. It's not gonna be easy, but so far I'm very pleased with the girl. I really loved her preliminary competition, the intelligence competition. Mm, mm, mm. Wow. When I think of Belize, I think of tropical weather. I think of the colorful, like forest. I think of the beach, and this national costume is giving me precisely that. So thank you, Belize. She understood the assignment. Let's go, Bolivia. Bolivia is always going to give you very saturated colors and a lot of contrast. Look at this. The contrast between the black fabric and all of the details when it comes to the flowers and, you know, um, just the entire garment that she's wearing. So, so, so creative. I also really love the design as well. I don't feel like this is the typical silhouette that we get from Bolivian traditional costumes. So not only they integrated those traditional references, but they also innovated a little bit when it comes to the design of what she's wearing. So props to Miss Bolivia and her entire team. I love this. All right, now here we go with Brazil. Brazil is arguably one of the richest countries in the world in terms of its flora and fauna. So I think that Brazil has a lot of places that they can get inspiration from. Um, I also, when I think of Brazil, I think of party, I think of movement, of joy. And I think that not only her national costume represents that, but also like the way that she's presenting it, like the movement, the dance, it's truly embodying the Brazilian spirit. I don't know if you guys agree. Are there any Brazilians watching us right now? Please say if I'm right or wrong. Bulgaria. Mm. La da 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 da. Mhm, mhm. This is very simple, but yet very effective. I like how the top of it is like so minimalistic, and the there's the police outside. Anyways, the top is so minimalistic, but you still have like those patterns. But of course, make me think of Bulgaria. This, as I said before, for one of the candidates, I've seen this in different pageants. So at this point, it's kind of a reference that keeps on coming back. And I love how my attention goes immediately to her skirt. Mm. Burundi. Come on, Burundi. Okay, so I will say with Miss Burundi, this is giving me very, very traditional like garment, something that I could actually go to your country and like see someone wearing, right? I don't feel like this is yet elevated to the status of a national costume. You know, a national costume is supposed to take an aspect of the country and kind of like elevate it, add like a certain aspect of like fantasy or appreciation, and really take it to more of like a an entertainment level. I guess for me, this feels like this is something that I could just go to Burundi and see someone actually wearing it. There we go. This is the perfect example. Look at this, Cameroon, okay? Cameroon is wearing something very colorful. Actually, the colors of the flag. What else do you want? It's literally the colors of the flag, but look at the hairstyle. Look at the creativity. They took something as simple as your flag and they came out with an entire costume for it, and even added like incredible hair. The skills. Who is your favorite so far? Please let me know in the live chat. That was amazing, Miss Cameroon. I appreciate this. I appreciate this. Wow, Canada. Okay, Canada is not staying behind. Do we have any Canadians in the live chat? Send a Canadian flag if you are from Canada. You know, guys, I will say I'm very pleased with Jessica. I feel like so far for all of the competitions, she has been delivering excellence, nothing less. And of course, as a proud Canadian myself, I'm very happy because I feel well represented. So, yeah, my yes, my friend, visiting Canada counts. Here we go with Chile. Oh. This is incredible. They integrated the hill. The San Cristobal Hill is this? Is what I see at the bottom of the screen. But they painted it on the dress. Uh-oh. I mean, she is stunning. And I think that Chile was actually part of the... She was one of the winners last year. I don't recall if she was Miss Earth, Air, Fire, or Water, but she was one of them. So Miss Chile, obviously, this year as well has a very difficult task. China. Okay, here's the thing. China looks incredible. Like, amazing, beautiful girl. I feel like the national costume could have been more... I feel like it could have been a little bit more out there. There are so many cultural references in China that can be taken to the next level, that I feel like this national costume is more on the, I would say, like, fashion lane rather than like a national costume type of thing. But you know what? That's just my opinion. She looks incredible regardless. How do you feel about Miss China? Let me know. Andrea Aguilera, representing Colombia, a fan favorite. I have been following some of the topics, and many people put Colombia at #1. So, how do we feel about the national costume? Okay, so I see the colors of the Colombian flag. I see some references to butterflies, flowers. I don't know if this is like their national flower that she's talking about, but I see butterflies everywhere. So I'm guessing that this is an important, dominant element of the national costume. Very nice. Croatia. How do you pronounce Croatia? Croatia? Croatia, I guess. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Patricia. This is beautiful. I mean, there so far there has not been one national costume that I feel like, ooh, this is not like showing the girl under the best possible light. She looks incredible. Once again, I don't feel like this is yet elevated to the point of a national costume. There's a little aspect of show business, like entertainment, that needs to be added. I feel like I could go to Croatia to like a national like holiday, like a national party or something, and have many people wearing that. Now, come on now. Can we talk about Cuba? Can we talk about Cuba? Shayla? Shayla, mi amor. You look so good. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so proud of Shayla. This is called La Mariposa, which is our national flower in Cuba. For those of you who don't know, I'm gonna educate you a little bit. And honestly, I've been surprised that I have never ever seen a Cuban girl having a national costume with La Mariposa. So when I saw the photos of Shayla earlier, I screamed, I yelled, because Cuba, oh my God, not only it's a great, great idea and they executed it beautifully, but Shayla looks incredible. I'm beyond proud of her. Okay, so I'm just gonna stop there for a moment. I just want to talk about some of the candidates. I mean, obviously, you know that I gotta give my flowers to Cuba, quite literally, because she is a flower. But I would like to say that for Cuba, if you guys remember, she was one of the first interviews that I did here on the channel for the Miss Earth girls. So seeing her growth ever since, because yes, I do have seen how much she has improved. I must say that I'm really, really proud. I just want to take some of you guys' comments. Okay, so here Joseph is saying Colombia was channeling Mirabel and Luisa of Encanto. I haven't watched the movie just yet, but I have seen some of the snippets of it, so I can see the references in there, of course. Um, Also from Joseph, I do agree with you. You know, earlier I was telling you that maybe China's national costume was a little bit too simple for me, but China's walk is on point. So I'm really excited to see that aspect of her. Canada is so eloquent, and she is proud half Pinay too. Oh, I didn't know about the half Pinay part, but uh okay, no, wait. Yes, I remember. She is half Filipina, and yes, of course, she is super eloquent. As I said, she stood out during the segment for the intelligence round. So I'm really excited to see what else she is going to do. Um, some people saying, I love the costume of Miss Dominican Republic. We are not there just yet, but we are getting there. So let's get into that. Some people saying, what is it? Leon is saying, favorites so far are Cuba and Cameroon. I must agree. I also really like Bolivia. I think that Bolivia looked incredible. And Belgium with the roses, very, very solid. Anyways, let's keep watching and more chismes in a bit. Here we have Czech Republic. You know, for those of you who follow other pageants or are just like simply pageant fans, you know that Czech Republic this year has been sending very, very strong delegates. I think that Miss Earth is no exception. And I can think of, if you guys remember Miss Supranational this year, the Czech Republic girl was really, really strong, a fan favorite. Same thing when it comes to Miss Grand International earlier this year. I mean, just like a few weeks ago. So I'm expecting a lot from Miss Czech Republic just based on the fact that her fellow country women have been excelling so far in the pageant arenas all over the world, or the universe rather. I love how what she's wearing really blends so well with the flowers that she's holding. Like, Okay, Dominican Republic, someone was talking about her earlier, so let's see. Let's see what she got for us. First of all, the girl herself is just so beautiful. So beautiful. Ooh, oh wow, look at that. Okay, we also have this in Cuba. We call this muñecones. Muñecones are pretty much like we have this like during the carnivals. People go out in like outfits of all sort of colors, and they just have like these huge characters, and they just walk around with them. This is beautiful, so creative. I was not expecting to see this at Miss Earth, so I'm really happy. DR Congo. Democratic Republic of Congo. Come on, what you got for us? Okay, so far I'm just waiting to see what she is going to do with the national costume. I see that that Congo here went with a fairly simple national costume. However, she is really focusing on telling a story with it. You know, she's dancing, she is cooking, she is walking, she's with the people around her. So I feel like rather than showcasing on the wow factor of the national costume, it's about showing, its context around it, right? Ecuador. Oh wow. Wow, Ecuador. That's beautiful, man. Not just the national costume, but that cinematography as well. Perhaps to Ecuador. Ooh, I love the dimensions. It's so big. You have this bottom part that I'm seeing sometimes, and sometimes I'm not seeing. So I'm guessing that you can detach it. Um, wow. What do you guys think about Ecuador? This is very good. Okay, England. England, here we go. Okay. This is like the sexy version of the soldier. I'm not gonna lie, guys. It's a little predictable, you know? It's a little predictable, but still, it's a very clear reference to England. So I'm gonna give it that, right? Some people are saying, so Joseph is saying that England for me is a surprise. Cutesy version of the soldier. Well, I agree. She looked cute. That's for sure. Estonia. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. This is beautiful. But similar to some of the comments that I've been giving to other candidates, I feel like this is almost on the side of like ready to wear rather than like national costume. And when I say those things, I really want to put the emphasis on that. I'm not like throwing shade at the national costume or saying that, compared to others is not good enough whatsoever, because I feel like the most important part um, of national costumes is that it's a tribute to your country and your culture and where you come from. So, we must respect that. But I feel like there are ways to elevate it to make it more like impactful. Ethiopia. Look at this. See, I mean, thank you, Miss Earth, because every time I say a comment, they give me something, some footage to support it. Look at Ethiopia here. What she's wearing is beautiful. It's not necessarily the most intricate national costume, but when you pay attention to the details on the costume, the hairstyle, and everything, it comes together as much more impactful than just like something that you can just take off the rack and put on. Now here we have France with a little reference to royalty, I'm guessing. Renaissance. Bonjour la France. I mean, this is a cute concept, so I'm not mad at it. I wish the performance was giving us a little bit more. Like, how you present it on camera can add a lot to it with the storytelling, cinematography. So I feel like that part of it was a missed opportunity, but the national costume itself, I really like. Ghana. Come on, Ghana. Don't let me down now. All of the other girls from Ghana this year have been excelling. Is this national costume level? Is it? Is it? Is it? Let me see. Let me see it properly. I mean, I will give you that she looks so regal, so elegant, so beautiful. I don't know if it's closer to the national costume side of things, but she does look incredible, that's for sure. Greece. Greece is giving us the aura of a goddess. Yes. So beautiful. And it's not trying too hard. I mean, I feel like this is a perfect example that you don't have to go like the crazy route to uplift your national costume. Look at it. It's just the attention to detail. Okay, I just wanna stop real quick for a moment. Just wanna say a quick shout out to my friend Diana. Diana is in the chat. I love you, my friend. Miss you so much. Hope to see you soon. um, and yes, Diana is saying, please speak in French with me. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Shout out. No, just kidding. But yes, we can speak in French. How many do we have any French speakers in the live chat? Come on now. Thank you, Diana. Love you so much. Please kiss the family from me, the girls, the hubby, everyone. Sending all my love. I wanted to address one of the comments here. This is coming from Joseph. Okay, so Joseph was saying, I think Europe has a lot to offer, but their costumes is underwhelming for national costume. You know what? I'm going to say that I slightly agree with this. And although it might seem a little bit harsh, part of doing these live streams and doing the live reactions and stuff, there's also a part of like giving feedback, not just to the girls, but to their teams, to the people who put everything in place for them. I feel like with a lot of countries from Europe, they really take the assignment like really, really literal. When they talk about national costume, they go and grab like something that was traditionally that they will wear like traditionally within the country without necessarily adding that wow factor or more like the entertainment factor or adding any storytelling at all to the national costume. And that's where I believe that there's a missed opportunity, because it's not just about showing us what was um, worn traditionally in your country, but elevating it and taking it to a stage that you can celebrate and inform people from all over the world with your national costume without necessarily having to be so literal. So that will be my only feedback so far for some of the girls of Europe. Not all of them, because some of them are doing really really well. I mean, Greece was the perfect example for me that she didn't have to go the above and beyond just to showcase how beautiful it was. Um, um, okay, Diana is asking me here, do you like this virtual presentation or live? I feel like, of course, a live presentation of national costumes is always amazing. So we're not gonna ignore that and pretend like it's not real. But I also feel like Miss Earth as a pageant has so many activities and different categories that it could be quite overwhelming. So I'm okay with the pageant being hybrid, like half of it virtual, half of it in, like presence. um so I'm okay with that, but yes, I think that if we had the opportunity to see all of the national costumes live, that will be incredible. We have here our friends Emma. Indonesia is watching you, Luis. Thank you, and I am sending all of my love to Indonesia as well. I have just let me know, guys, in the live chat, just for fun. Where in the world are you right now? Where are you watching me from? Just want to know. In the meantime, I'm going to bring back the video and we can continue watching. Haiti. Look at Haiti looking beautiful. I have mixed feelings about this national costume because I feel like it's elevated. So that's not the issue here. But I am not getting the national costume part of it when it comes to Haiti, unless it was explained to me. And keep in mind that I come from Cuba. We are like neighbors with Haiti, so usually I'm good at getting the references. This one is not really getting to me so easily. So if anyone knows in the live chat, please let me know. Hong Kong. This is a side of Hong Kong, this national costume that I never saw. So I feel like with this one in particular, I am learning something. I appreciate this. It looks beautiful. Very colorful. Very flowy. Blowing in the wind. Mm-mm-mm. And I feel like we get the contrast of the traditional garment with the city in the background, traditional and modern civilization. We love that. India. Look at this. Look at this. India understood the assignment. Perfect example of something that I've been rambling when it comes to this live stream. You don't have to overdo it. This is a beautiful, beautiful white garment. I don't feel like there's nothing extra, when it comes to it. It's still very traditional and very respectful, but the attention to detail is elevated. Look at the contrast with the green feathers on the shoulder, the attention to detail on the neck piece, on the necklace, even the sleeves of what she's wearing, and of course the headpiece, which is a central piece on this national costume. Very beautiful. Here we go with Indonesia. Indonesia is not here to play. I must say that Indonesia, in terms of the theatrics, is one of the girls that is the most committed to the pageant. Do you guys remember her presentation for the Komodo Dragon? She really, really sold that. And this time around is no exception. Look at that. I wonder if she's like an actress, because she's really into it. It's so intense. And of course, I love the national costume itself. I love the background. So effective. Iran. Very nice, Iran. I also think that Iran here went the traditional route when it comes to the national costume, more of something that we will see in the country if we go to like a traditional event, for example. However, I love this shade of red. It looks beautiful. Iraq. Come on, Iraq. Same thing here when it comes to Iraq. Same comment that I had for Iran. Going more of the traditional route. I feel like they still to, elevate a little bit more the national costume to take it to the same level of some of the other ones in terms of impact just when you see it. I'm not taking anything away from the traditional value and the cultural value and the meaning for its people. That I get it. I respect that, of course. But I'm just talking about the visual aspect of it. And here comes Miss Ireland, giving us a full performance. One thing about her, she gonna dance. Beautiful. I love how committed she was to her performance. I love that. And I think that her national costume is also beautiful. Interesting silhouette. We don't see that very often. And she also showcased not only the traditional, national costume, but also her talent. So we appreciate that. Okay. Just want to stop there real quick because I think that we have one of the girls here. I just want to see if I can find the comment so that I can pin it on the screen. But okay, I cannot find the comment. But anyways, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Allison Cheung, who is actually Miss Earth Hong Kong, who was actually watching this with us on the live stream, and she left a comment. So, Allison, if you are still watching us, sending you all of our love. We really, really appreciate your national costume and, of course, your effort when it comes to the entire competition. So, everyone, if you are watching live, go and leave send Allison some love in the live chat, please. Here we go with Japan. Japan, oh my god. Oh my god. Japan is giving us art. Art. Nothing less. Look at that. The craftsmanship, just thinking outside of the box. And you know what? I really like that because Japan is such a culturally speaking, it's such a rich country. There are so many um, things that can be, portrayed when it comes to the national costume, and I feel like she's going more on the artistic route, which I like. I like that. So, thank you, Miss Japan. Okay, I'm not gonna be stopping too often, you guys, but here we have her. Allison is here. Thank you for joining us, Allison. And as I said earlier, we appreciate you. We appreciate your national costume. We appreciate all of your previous competitions as well. And we are wishing you the absolute best for the upcoming competitions of Miss Earth. Please enjoy the experience. Korea. Okay, Korea is very interesting this year. I'm really, really liking this girl. So let's see what the national costume offers. Mm. Wow. Oh. Oh. This is so beautiful. I'm kind of speechless. She's still keeping the traditional Korean silhouette. We see this in very traditional Korean garments, but just the way that it's so elevated. It's so beautiful. It's giving bridal, but it's just giving like extremely regal at the same time. Like, oh my god. She's also going a little bit more on the artsy side of things. I feel like on the aesthetic side of things. So we like that. I agree, Diana. Something from a K drama. Now, here we go with Kosovo. This woman's facial features. The face card does not decline. It's a shame that the video was so short, but she was beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I love the contrast between black and gold. So. Kyrgyzstan. All right. Kyrgyzstan is doing great. I also like the fact that she's wearing something, okay, very traditional, but she actually had scenes within a museum that is also showing all the different traditional costumes, which I think is a great opportunity to showcase not only what you're wearing, but also give the audience access to even more. So we appreciate that. She's going the extra mile, above and beyond. Laos. Very nice. This national costume suits her really well. And also the location. I want to go to Laos someday. It's on my bucket list because just the amazing places that I've seen in photos and videos. And this national costume video makes me want to buy my ticket right now. Lebanon. Okay. Lebanon. I need some information behind this. Like, it's a green dress and you're holding a Christian Dior bag. So I don't know. I'm confused. Um, Liberia or Liberia. How do you pronounce it? Liberia? Liberia? Mm-mm-mm-mm. See, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. My girl wanted to talk about coconuts, and she literally included the coconut everywhere. The reference is clear. She understood the assignment. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Malaysia, Dr. Carr. Okay, let's see what you got for us. Wow. Wow. Okay, Dr. Carr. You know, I'm not gonna lie. In the beginning, when they were showing like the close-ups, I thought that it was an actual tree. So I think that the national costume is very, very efficient. I like it. She's holding a bird within its nest, and she also has like a tiny bird hanging on her headpiece. So clear message, and it's costumey. It's a national costume. So I agree with my friend Diana. Malaysia is channeling Mother Earth. At Miss Earth, I think that she understood the assignment, you know? Arguably. Malta. Mm. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, Malta. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I have seen similar concepts when it comes to national costumes from Malta, but I just think that this is a part of their culture. But I do appreciate this one, this very specific interpretation of it. Um, the contrast between the dark colors and the inside of the costume being so like a red, very saturated, and still sexy and playful. Don't get me wrong. I mean, like, she's showing a lot of skin in her legs, so Mauritius. Okay, Miss Mauritius is giving us something. I just know this is inspired by the sea because the ocean and just the beach is such a huge part of Mauritius being an island, tiny island, but with a lot of great, great, great people. This is beautiful, but I will say, Mauritius, I wish that there was some sort of reference included within the dress because, yes, the color of the dress makes me think of the sea and the ocean and the beach and all of that, but I need more references to actually elevate it to the level of a national costume. Still a little bit of work to do as well when it comes to the cinematography. The video is a little overexposed, but I'ma still appreciate it. I like Mexico. La, da, 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 da. Mexico is another one of the countries with so many different references that can be used for the topic of a national costume. This one here is giving me like eagle. I know that within the Mexican culture, there's also like a feather dragon. So I don't know if this might be a reference to that. Um, but she looks incredible. Lots of stones, lots of feathers. This took hours to put together. So we appreciate it. Love for Mexico. Wow, wow. Not me being a backup singer for Miss Earth. Mongolia. Mhm. I feel like so Mongolia is giving us a presentation of the traditional garment. I need more for a national costume. I like the entertainment factor of it, and maybe that's just part of my judging process, you know. Um, so once again, I'm not gonna take away from anyone or anything, but I want a little bit more. Montenegro. Okay, same feeling when it comes to Montenegro. What can I say? It represents it fairly. It exposes the traditional garment. Now, am I amazed by it? Am I learning something brand new? Not necessarily, but she still looks great. Myanmar. Oh, I like the close-ups already. Wow. Wow, Myanmar. This is what I like. You see this Myanmar. Myanmar, they heard me complaining and they were like, you know what? Hold on, Louis. We got you. Same thing for Namibia. Same thing for Namibia. See how Namibia is wearing a beautiful dress? But you can tell that this is not just any dress or any simple dress. There is a clear reference. And they are showing us that by contrasting some footage of the girl and some footage with the plant for us to get it, to understand what it is. And she's also literally selling the story. I love how they altered the gown as well to add this element in the front that clearly makes me think of the plant as well. Namibia, African powerhouse, undeniable. Here we go with Nepal. Nepal looks good. Nepal is looking good. I see that there was a little bit of effort to, spice it up a little bit. They added the little leaves in the arms and all of that. Am I blown away? I need more, but it's all right. Okay, let me stop real quick. I just want to talk to you guys for a moment. I just want to settle this down. Do you guys agree with me? Okay, so do you prefer when the national costumes are literally just like traditional garments, or do you like it more when they go on the creative side of things and they create like an entire costume that is, different from what you will normally see in the country if you go to like a traditional like event or anything like that? Am I delusional or are we on the same page? I know that some people like to literally see the costumes because they, get to learn more about the different countries, but I prefer the entertainment factor of it. I like the drama. I like, all of those things. My friend Red Mastica is saying, no, I like when they go on a creative side. Same thing, I think it's so important because we still learn, but we are entertained. Pageants are also part of entertainment, so let's not take that away from them. Scott and Caroline are saying, I like it when there is more effort because it's a competition. That's a very good point. It's a competition. Let's not forget about that. So you really have to try everything that you possibly can to stand out from the others. So I think that playing it safe could be potentially um, playing against you. Kasparon is here in the house. Oh my God. Kasparon, I missed you so much. Although your comments sometimes are a little harsh and you like the drama, you know what? I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Just please don't fight people in the live chat, okay? And we are good. Who else is here? My brother Alexis. Hello, brother. How you doing? I love you. I miss you. um, so yes, I'm just reading your comments, you guys. I see that most of us are on the same page that we like the creative, more artsy side of things. For example, I like the take that Japan had on its national costume. It's very artistic, very elevated. I liked Korea. I liked Ecuador. I liked Mexico. I liked Namibia. Namibia? Was it Namibia? No, Nigeria. I mean, Namibia was good as. Did we have Namibia? Um. Anyways, I'm confused now, but you get the point. I like when they're stand out for a clear reason. But anyways, I'm gonna keep watching because I don't want to make this way too long, and we still have a few countries to go. So let me know in the live chat in the meantime who are so far maybe like your top five based on the national costume that we have seen so far. There we go. Who is this? Netherlands giving us fairy. Okay. She looks incredible, but once again, I feel like this one in particular, I will be able to appreciate it a little bit more if I knew what the reference is for. Like, what is the national costume referring to? Still, looks incredible. And the girl is so beautiful. I noticed her when I was looking through the photos of the delegates on the Miss Earth website. This girl's face is so beautiful. She has that queenly aura, queenly vibes. Now, Miss New Zealand. Okay, I see what she is representing. Is she doing the Tanzania? What's the name of it? Like the Tanzania demon, Tanzania. Wait, let me Google it. Tanzania. Anyways, I'm not quite sure, but I think that I know what this national costume stands for. It's beautiful. I like the red. I like the contrast with the dark color. Tasmania. Thank you, John. Thank you for saving me. Okay, quick correction here because I was confused earlier, when I was talking about Namibia, I was referring to the girl as if it was Nigeria. I actually misread because the names of the country are very, very tiny on my screen, but I can see that this is Nigeria. The previous girl was Namibia. So, Namibia, you did that. And thank you everyone who is saving me, is really, really saving me in the live chat. Correction for New Zealand is actually the Tasmanian devil. This is what I meant. I knew the name in Spanish because I used to watch cartoons of this particular animal back in Cuba, but it was all in Spanish, so I was like struggling with the English translation. Thank you, John. Juan, and I think that John also said something here earlier in the chat. Um, Appreciate you guys. Hello as well to my friend Joseph. Beso, mi amigo. Here we go. All right. Come on. What Nigeria has for us? Mm, 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 of the earth. Very theatrical, colorful, and I feel like this is something that was custom made for her for a national costume. So I appreciate all of that effort. Okay. All right. Hello, hello, Salvatore. Thank you for joining us. Um, and also, okay, quick shout out here for Dale. Dale, thank you so much for the info. I'm getting all of the live chats at the same time, so it's all messed up here on my end. But thank you for answering my questions as well. Sometimes when I'm struggling, you guys really get me through it. So I appreciate you, Dale. North Macedonia. Here we go. I don't know much about North Macedonia, so this is truly a learning experience for me. Come on, show me something about your country. Teach me. Okay. I'm getting a reference to the flag, perhaps. I'm seeing the same colors of the flag. So, okay. All right. Okay. I needed a little bit more from Macedonia, but well. Northern Marianas. She's also talking about a flower, or rather showcasing a flower here. I wonder if this is their national flower. Hmm. It reminds me a little bit similar to the flower that our delegate for Cuba represented, the mariposa. I feel like the shape of the flower is similar, same color, with the little yellow accent in the middle. Once again, this is something that was created for her national costume. So I appreciate that. I like that it's not a dress that she bought and just wore for the national competition. Here we go with Norway. See, this is the example. This is what we were talking about. For those of you who have been watching since the beginning, this is what what we were saying about the girls from Europe. Sometimes they go very, very literal with the national costume. They go with just a traditional garment. She looks incredible. I get that. And I'm getting all of the cultural references. But I want a little bit more. Give me drama, give me theatrics, give me. Pakistan. Wow, Pakistan. I mean, the attention to detail here. Can you imagine how many hours it takes to come up with this? To put it all together? To make it look this great? I agree with Kasper Run in the chat. This is typical Pakistani, but I will say it's not any Pakistani garment. Not all Pakistani garments look this regal. So I feel like this is a really, really, really elevated one. So if you're gonna go the traditional route, I think that perhaps something like this will be the route to go. Something that is really out there and that will capture people's attention just based on how much effort or detail went into it. Palestine. Hmm. Palestine is so beautiful. This girl, there's something around her, like her aura is like a goddess. And the national costume, once again, we are going the traditional route. I'm not gonna be redundant, so I'm not gonna repeat myself over and over. You know how I feel about it. But even the cinematography of the video, I appreciate. So we give props as well for all of those little things, you know? Because at the end of it, it's not just the national costume, but how you present it that really, really sells the fantasy or not. So for me, this is well presented. Hey, Panama. Beautiful. I think I've seen something similar from Panama before at a different pageant. Maybe like a larger version of this, but it's beautiful. Even look at the head of the cows. Um, is this a cow? Well, I'm going to assume it's a cow, but um, there's like rhinestones. So they even went ahead and like stoned the entire thing. Yeah, even the plants that she's carrying is like bamboo or something. It's not bamboo. This is we call this caña in Cuba. This is where you make the sugar. Peru. Da-na-na-na-na. Of the earth. Peru is giving us silver goddess. This national costume is giving me the perfect balance between cultural references and sexy. She said, I'm gonna educate all of you, but y'all gonna see me as well." Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. How do we feel so far? So far about Peru? Philippines. Come on, Jenny. So beautiful. I mean, I feel like Jenny and this entire national costume belongs on a magazine. This is like so editorial. And she took a concept that can be so rough as, you know, like working in the fields with the animals, and she elevated it to a point that this could be in the cover of Vogue, if you ask me. Beautiful. Maganda. She is committed to the performance. Oh my gosh, she is carrying the entire thing. She turned into the animal. Oh my god. That's it. That's all I needed to see. Okay, let's take a moment to talk about Jenny and some of the other girls that we have seen so far, because we've been, watching some of the girls so far. By the way, if some of you know exactly the precise message behind Jenny's national costume, let me know in the chat and I will go through it. But let me read some of your comments. Okay, so Taguro channel says Philippines tell the farming lifestyle of Filipinos, the carabao, the rice fields in the Philippines. I think that what I like the most about Jenny, of course, we know that her team is really, pushing for the aesthetics and making everything look polished and editorial and all of those things. But what I really like about this girl is the consistency. Even I remember when I had her here on the channel that we got the chance to interview her. um, she was talking about farming, and she had some previous photo shoots about the farmers and the fields, and she even went to the fields and had like a photo shoot done with real farmers in the background. So I like how everything is so close when it comes to her advocacy and how she represents that through different competitions. Also, Jenny was here in the live chat earlier. If you've been watching since the beginning, you might remember that she popped up and I gave her a little shout out in the beginning. So I also appreciate her for being so engaging when it comes to everything about Miss Earth. And also, just I mean, Jenny, you know how we love you, we appreciate you. She is going through challenging times, but she is staying strong and committed to what she believes in. So nothing but props for Jenny, of course. Um, okay, so Taguro here is saying has a very important point as well. National costume isn't about how beautiful the costume is, but more than that, it should be telling something about the culture and history of a country. I agree with you, Taguro. And something that we have been talking about so far here in the live stream is that, you know, I like it when the national costume tells us the story and give us access to some of the information that otherwise we wouldn't have access to. However, I personally, me, myself, and I'm not putting anyone else in the same box, but I like it when the girls elevate it, right? I feel like you should give us something that we can only see at your pageant or with your national costume. Because if I wanted to really see like the literal reference, I can just go to the country or I can just Google it. But if I want to be amazed by it, and you should add something to the national costume to make it stand out and give me the desire, give me the just make me curious about it and want me and make me want to learn more about it. So I don't know, that's just my little opinion about that. um yes, Casper Run says, couldn't agree more, Louis. I know that's right. Casper Run knows better. He knows best. Okay, everyone. Um, by the way, if you are watching up until this point, I mean, we've been live streaming for 1 hour and 17 minutes. Do me a favor, go ahead and like this video because we've been blabbing for hours. So if you're still here, make sure that you are subscribed, make sure that you hit the like button. And without further ado, let's keep watching because we still have a few more girls to go. Okay, Poland. How do we feel about Poland? I've been saying this over and over, so I want to let you guys speak your mind. Let me know. How are we feeling about Poland? She looks great. Looks incredible. I give her that. Kasparon says she's pretty and friendly, giving me the same vibes. I agree with you, Kasparon. It's giving. Oh, she actually had a costume change. She has 2 national costumes, so effort. All right, I'll give her a pass for that. I like that. I like that. Okay. Portugal. Portugal. You know what? I think that out of all of the girls from the Europe batch, I think that Portugal is the one who has amazed me the most in terms of her national costume. Because this is clearly traditional, but not the obvious traditional reference and not something off the rack that you can just go buy and wear. Like, this is clearly a costume. Yes, Dale. I agree with you. The gems of Portugal and the British colony it has. I agree with you. Here we go with Puerto Rico, Paulina. Paulina was the first Miss Earth girl that I interviewed here on the channel for this year at Miss Earth. She's so smart, so beautiful, so clever. And of course, her national costume, for those of you who don't get the reference, represents baseball. which is huge in Puerto Rico and is actually huge in Cuba as well. So I feel like this could be a, a national costume idea for Cuba as well at some point. It is rather on the simple side, so I will say that, but it's a very important reference for Puerto Rico. So I'll guess that, Okay, so I think that we're having a little glitch here when it comes to the video because clearly we moved on. We are on a different country right now, but at the bottom, we still can see Puerto Rico. So if you guys know which country this is, please let me know. And yes, I agree with Casper Run. At least give us like some baseball drama. Give us like maybe a ball, give us the bat or something. But overall, I mean, she looked beautiful. I get the reference. I get it. I get it. I'm Cuban. And no, this is not a costume change. This is literally someone else. They just didn't adjust it when it comes to the name of the country. But flowers. Is this? I mean, France, but why is it here? France is supposed to be like on the F group, not on the P group. Reunion Island. Oh, Reunion Island. That is why. You guys are right. I just Googled here the flag. And yes, you guys are correct. Reunion Island. See, you guys are always saving me in the live chat. Romania. I'm actually quite familiar with Romania. My first ever girlfriend was from Romania. Just a little fun fact. So this is beautiful. I know for a fact this is very traditional Romanian. Same feeling for most of the girls from Europe. Still looking great. Still looking, traditional and showcasing the culture. So I like that. But yeah. I will always have a soft spot for Romania in my heart. Te iubesc. If you know, you know. Russia. Russia looks great. Looks great, I appreciate how with the white skirt, all of the attention or most of it comes to the upper part of the national costume. So really paying attention to this jacket, let's call it that way, and the headpiece, and of course her beautiful face. Scotland. Marcy Reed. Interesting. I like this. Miss Scotland. For me, the only thing is like the heels, like the pageant heels are a little distracting from the actual national costume because I feel like someone back in the day who would be wearing this wouldn't have the pageant heels. But that's just me being like really, really picky. Overall, I like this. People saying, Joseph says, Scotland gives me GOT realness. Game of Thrones. Senegal. Okay. Okay, Senegal is going with the theatrics and the storytelling. She's really committed, even smoking. That's right. Come on, fan. Mm, I like it. I feel like they prepared a whole like scene for it. Even brought people to be part of it. Everyone is in traditional, costumes. Exactly. They have some props. Serbia. What do you have for us, Serbia? The traditional costumes. Hmm. I mean, I do agree with Salvatore. On a positive note, the European girls are not gonna struggle with their luggage when they're bringing their national costumes to Manila. They just have to fold it. This is good, Miss Serbia. You look great. I will say the cinematography is cute. I like the slow motions. Come on, Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone, give me hips. Give me that. Them hips don't lie. Oh, and she has a message in the background. Stop the police. This is similar to one of the previous national costumes that we saw with the coconuts, if you guys remember. But once again, I appreciate the effort. They even went for an outside location to shoot the video, just giving us a little choreography. I wish that we had like more close-ups so that we could actually see the national costume, what it's made of, the details. Because now I'm just seeing the tree, if you know what I'm saying. Singapore. Singapore looks like royalty. This is giving me like elegant, flamboyant, but at the same time maybe like showgirl. And I feel like that kind of embodies the spirit of Singapore, being a country that is so, in terms of the economy and in terms of everything else, it's just like booming. And it has this like show aspect to it, just the architecture and everything about Singapore is like so grand and so appealing. So I like this. Joseph is saying Singapore is half Pinay as well. So Filipinas are everywhere in the world. Slovenia. Okay, Slovenia. Come on, traditional gowns. I agree with Lil Penny. Slovenia is so pretty. I like her facial features. It's so like even the makeup is so minimalistic, so effortless, very natural looking. So we appreciate. La, da, 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 da. She is really, really beautiful. Her eyes are really captivating. Somalia. Come on, give us glamour. Okay. This is what I like. I like when they give us close-ups because I can see the fabric, I can see the colors up close, I can see the details. Somalia looks beautiful. I'm not mad at this. This could be a national costume. This could just be a beautiful, really elegant dress. So the African girls are really showing up this year. South Africa, come on. Come on, South Africa. Look at the sleeves. The bottom of the dress. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So beautiful. This is elegant. I mean, once again, I feel like this is so beautiful that I almost wouldn't put it on a national costume competition because this belongs on like a red carpet. I don't know if you guys see what I mean, but for me, a national costume is really like a costumey thing, and this is like very, very elegant. Deserves to be recognized as such rather than. That's right, Joseph. South Africa, work it, girl. South Sudan. I really love her walk. Look at her walk. I think that, okay, so I love the national costume. I'll say that. I think I need a little bit more information about what it stands for. Because usually, this type of colors, I always look immediately at the flag. But it's not like a super clear reference for me. So I'm wondering, what is it about? Is it just like this type of costume that is traditional in South Sudan? Or please, someone enlighten me. Sri Lanka. Come on. Come on. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is giving bridal. It's giving bridal. Hmm. Honestly, she looks like she is ready for marriage, and I'm not mad about that. I mean, I think that there's so much attention to detail. I love the golden accents on the national costume, and her aura is so calm, so soft, very fitting. There we go with Thailand. I mean, oh, oh, okay. She literally had some food in her national costume. I love that. Thailand will never disappoint us. This is why Thailand, it is a powerhouse in pageantry. You know, we often talk about Thailand as like a racing powerhouse. Not anymore. Thailand is a powerhouse. You cannot take that away from them. Uganda. Okay. Very short video, but I love the color of the fabric. So I wish I had a little bit more time to see more detail. But USA, Brielle. Before, for the Fauna competition, for the Fauna outfit competition, she was a butterfly. Now she is an eagle. Very representative of the USA and America. I like how committed she is. And of course, we love Brielle's energy. She was here on the channel for an interview and she was so bubbly, so um, full of like positive vibes. I really like that about her. And I feel like for all of her competitions so far, she is able to apply that and it shows. Venezuela. Is this supposed to be like a jaguar? Venezuela also is staying on brand when it comes to her fauna outfit. If you guys remember, she had like some body painting for that. And this time around is the fully realized national costume. So I like that. I like that. Very creative. I like the props, the accessories. She even has some fringe on her arms. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Come on, Vietnam. Vietnam, you better amaze me. Look at the nails. Already the nails are telling me a story. Let me see the rest now. I love the flower in the hair. Whoa. Yo, I did not see this coming. I did not see this coming. Whoa. Come on, Vietnam. This is beautiful. See, it's truly the attention to detail. They think about everything from the hair down to the nails. This is why Vietnam is Vietnam. Vietnam is Vietnam. Incredible. Wales. Okay, so Wales has a very clear reference here to the flowers. Once again, you guys, don't forget about the power of video and the power of an image. And I like it when they really show what they want us to understand by just showing the flower. Like, this is what the national costume represents. Let's go to a field where we have the same flower and show footage of the flower. I appreciate that. It's straight to the point, effective, and she looks incredible. Isn't she beautiful? I love her smile. Zimbabwe. Come on, Zimbabwe. Ooh. Zimbabwe is giving me royalty. African queen. Period. Wearing her crown. One man. The African girls really showed up. Really showed up for me. I'm really happy with this. Not just the overall national costume, but also the craftsmanship that went into it, the details, even the cinematography. Props. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Okay, so I see that once again Bosnia is going the traditional route, which is just a trend when it comes to European girls. We will address this towards the end of the video. But I mean, she's giving us a performance. She's dancing for us. Reunion Island. See, you guys, earlier when we were all confused, this is the national costume that they showed earlier when they had Puerto Rico at the bottom, but no, this is Reunion Island. Now they corrected it. We can see because they have the same flag. We love the floral topic, and I feel like it's a beautiful dress, but they really incorporated the flowers into it. So I'm not mad about it. They didn't just take the dress off the rack. They worked on it and kind of like customized it for her and her theme at Miss Earth. Slovak Republic. Okay. I wish the video was closer to the costume so that I can see it, so that I can appreciate it. Not just the costume, but also the girl. Like, she is so far away. Like, it's hard for me to, you know. It seems like there's a little confusion when it comes to some of the countries and the order. Because we went from the Z back to the S and now back to the Z. So Zambia. Zambia is giving us body. Look at her shape. Hey, sana all. I appreciate the effort. I mean, the cape is customized. We can see like the shape of a tree in the back. I like the headpiece. It gives her this like almost like religious reference. And I feel like the actual bodysuit that she's wearing has a little reference to the flag of the country. So it's pretty on brand. So there we go, everyone. That was the national costume presentation, or the national costume competition, rather, at Miss Earth 2022. I just want to say very, very quickly, when I do this type of videos, of course, it's a competition at the end of the day. So we are supposed to provide feedback, right? I think that a trend here was what I mentioned for, especially for the girls from Europe, they take quite literally the assignment of showcasing something traditional from the country without necessarily taking it to the next level. But I also, just to be fair, I think that it's important that we mention something that one of you guys mentioned in the comments, that pageants are not that big in Europe, and in some countries they are even seen as you know like negative for women and not empowering and a lot of things. So a lot of times these countries also have to deal with a lot of pushbacks and sometimes not having support from sponsors and all of those things. I want to give props as well to all of the girls who went above and beyond to give their possible, their best. Sometimes I know that we get some countries that are incredible in terms of production and just costumes, and they have like the budget for it, but some countries don't, and they still try their best. Personally, I don't know about you guys, but I have been seeing a lot of hate and a lot of people making fun of some of the contestants on social media, especially on Facebook. And I just want them to know that we do appreciate your effort. Even if the critique that I am giving you might not be the best or might not be what you were expecting, or even if you were expecting it, we just want to say we appreciate you no matter what. Now, I've been talking for an hour and 45 minutes, child. It's your turn, you guys. Go ahead and let me know in the chat, in the comments, what do you think about this entire thing? Don't forget to please, please, please like these videos that it gets recommended to more people. If you want to help me grow, but at the same time, I'm doing all of this to support Miss Earth. So if you want to share my content with more people, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this video on social media. And I will see you soon because there will be a lot more content coming from Miss Earth. So I'm excited to present that to all of you guys. Now, that's pretty much it. Thank you everyone for joining me. I love you. I appreciate you all. There are hundreds of you guys in the live chat, so it's impossible to go through every single one of your names. But if you are here until the end, I love you and I appreciate you. And Lil Penny, I will be sharing my top picks tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. I will come back with more in-depth review of my top 10, top 15. I don't know, maybe like a top 15 is more realistic. So I'll do that tomorrow. Until then, please stay safe. I love you guys, and I will see you soon.